Hello, welcome to this edition of Pilates Matwork. And so today we're going to do a beginner series of more of the classical Pilates method, order, that sort of thing. So because it is more beginner focused, we're going to have some pre-Pilates put in there that we don't normally do and a more intermediate or advanced practice. But be mindful, there's a lot to pack in here. So even though it's more beginner stuff, we're going to be moving at a moderate pace. So if you're a true beginner, that's okay. I've got some slower videos that you can watch, or just do what you can and don't worry about what you can't and keep coming back to it. Okay, so we're going to start standing. The only prop you may need here is a folded blanket if you need knee cushion or a little, wrist cushion or support. Otherwise, we don't need anything else. But we're going to come standing, and I'm just going to face sideways here because it's just the easier way to see posture alignment. And I'm just going to move forward and back here with the feet. It's okay if toes lift, heels lift. We're just moving that weight around and then maybe even moving side to side here. Just feeling that distribution. Good. Now, from here, stop center. Look down at your feet. Are your big toes even with each other? Could hips, knees, and toes come into this more parallel alignment? Now, if you're not perfect, you've got different issues or whatever, do the best you can. Don't force your body to do something it's not ready to do. But just kind of notice, and then could you stand tall? Zip up from pubic bone to behind the navel, rolling shoulders back. We're looking for ears, shoulders, hips, knees, and ankles. Okay, so careful not to do this lockout with the knees. That puts the hips in an anterior tilt. You want to be a little bit soft. So we have a little bit more of a neutral spine here when we stand. Okay, so from here, just practice that in the mirror. Let's take just a big inhale and just bend the knees a little bit. And coming up. Now, as you start to bend, you can then bend deeper as a little bit into a squat. Good. Your knees and your hips will let you know when you should not go any deeper. Good. Press through the heels, press through the glutes. Reach, reach, reach. Let's take a side bend over. Good. And we'll take that to the other side. Good. I'm going to take my feet a little bit wider, hips, knees, and toes turning out. I'm going to find some squats again. Good. And then from here, I'm just going to rotate. And I'm just going to let my arms just do what they do. Okay. So belly button is still in here. Good. And then when you're ready, let's just go into a little bit of a body wave real quick here. So from the side view. Good. I'm just going to bend and round and open. 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 Great job. I'm going to come to the end of my mat. We're just going to do some roll downs here. Now, you don't necessarily have to be at the end of the mat. You can be in the center part of the mat. We're going to do some standing roll downs, but it's a little bit easier to envision when you're standing at the end of the mat that you're standing up against that imaginary wall as you roll down. Feet can be hip width apart or together. The closer you take the feet together, the harder it is. So we're going to zip up nice and tall. I'm standing against that imaginary wall. I'm going to nod that chin. I'm peeling off that imaginary wall. Bone by bone, belly button starts to scoop in. Good. So it's better to let the knees bend a little bit than to hinge the hips back. Good. And this takes a lot of practice. Inhale, exhale, downward pressure from hip to heel, starting from the tailbone. We're going to round. So if you've got that downward pressure in the feet and the legs, then your back is going to take less load when you come back up. Inhale, exhale. This is the last one. Scooping in, rolling down. Good. Once you get down there, walk that forward, coming down to all fours. So I'm going to bring in my knee cushion here. Good. Spreading the fingers nice and wide. Shoulders are over, slightly behind the wrist. Tops of the feet are down. Knees are under the hips or slightly wider if you've got a back issue. Belly button in. Inhale, cat. Exhale, cow. Really look at those thighs. Inhale, cow. Exhale, inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Very nice. We're going to take this into hip circles. So what that is I'm just going to kind of move up, move over. Good. And your shoulders are getting a little bit of work in here too. I'm just taking this in one direction. We're just loosening up a little bit. Now, try not to lose the integrity of the spine and the core. So belly button is in. Let's reverse that. So it's a drawing up of from the pubic bone to behind the navel. Belly button into the spine if you don't know what that is. Good. And then from here, coming back center, we're going to round. We're going to open. And when you're ready, come down onto your back. Good. From your back here, take a moment to kind of get oriented. So if you need to kind of pull a shirt down, pull the pants up, do what you need to do. And for a moment, I'm just going to come back into a breathing principle. So, and the neutral spine. So remember, pubic bone, hip bones are in that same plane. So one side is not tipping up or tipping down. Okay. You may or may not have a little small space behind the back here with that. Some people do, some people don't. But we're zipping up. Good. Now, as I inhale through the nose, I want to expand that rib cage. Breathe and expand. And then I want to exhale through the mouth. When I do that, I want to take that belly button in a little bit deeper. So inhale to expand. You can feel it here. Exhale. Inhale. Good. So try to breathe with that throughout the practice. If it doesn't work for you, the most important thing to do is to just breathe, because at the end of the day, the only wrong way to breathe is not breathing at all, right? So from here, coming into pelvic clock, we're going to zip up again from the pubic bone behind the navel. Belly button is in. It's that drawing up and in action. Good. Pubic bone is 6 o'clock. Belly button is 12 o'clock. Left side is 3 o'clock. Right side is your 9 o'clock. From here, inhale, exhale. Take that pelvis, rocking it back to 12. Inhale, take it forward to 6. A little bit of an arch in the spine. Exhale, 12. You're flattening the spine. Good. And go to 6. And 12. And 6. Pause. Here we go. Small but mighty movement. We're going to move a little bit to the 9, 12, 3, 6. 9, 12, 3, 6. 9, 12, 3, 6. 9, 12, 3, 6. Pause. To the 9, 12. All right, sorry, that's 3, 12, 9, 6. 3, 12, 9, 6. 3, 12, 9, 6. 3, 12, 9, 6. Good. From here, bring the knees into the chest real quick here. Rock, 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 side to side. Taking your feet down. We're going to go into 10 bridges. Yes, 10 bridges. Rolling those shoulders back, really pressing those arms, the back of the arms and hands into the floor. Hips, knees, and toes are going to track here. Rocking that pelvis back. Heel up bone by bone into your bridge number 1. And we'll lower from the mid-back, through the rib cage, through the lumbar, to the tailbone, back into neutral, and rocking it back, peeling it up for 2. And taking that back down, bone by bone if you can. And here's 3. So bottom's getting work here. Spinal mobility is getting work here. And lower. Use the breath. Inhale. Exhale. Trying to keep hips even. Try not to let the knees fall out. And here's 5, halfway through. Good. And 6. And 7, getting harder now, even though they're pretty basic. 8. Pressing those arms back into the mat. And 9. Good. And we can do it for 10. Woo! And bringing that back down. Knees into the chest. Rock, 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 side to side. While we're here, let's go right into some toe taps, warming up that core just a little bit more. So knees in tabletop position. We're going to do single leg toe tap. So that's going to be 10 total, 5 on each side. So rolling the shoulders back again, one leg at a time comes up. Remember, knees will start over the hip. We're only moving from the hip. We're not changing the angle at the knee. And we're going to make this harder. We're going to come to a hover. So we're stopping right before we tap the floor. Okay. So inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, and 3, 4, 5, 6, belly button in, 7, inhale, exhale, 8, inhale for 9, inhale for 10. Great job, be at ease, and we'll wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. 2 chest lift preps here. Let's do this with the knees in tabletop position. Knees over hips, chins parallel to the floor. Arms up, zipping up. Inhale, exhale, nodding the chin. We're gonna lift the shoulders, reaching long. Reach, reach, reach. Arms come up and lower down. Inhale, exhale, nod the chin, lift up, reach long, gazes at the mid-thigh. Stay right here. Start pumping the arms. You can stay here or take the legs long. You choose. And we inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, lift up higher. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, reach deeper. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, relax the shoulders. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, look at thighs. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, hold. Exhale, bring that down. Woo! Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle here, side to side. Good. From here, roll over to your side and press yourself up. It's time for roll ups and roll down. So if you only want to do a roll down, that's fine. You'll just roll over to your side like I just did and come back up and keep doing that. We're going to try 4. So you can have feet grounded, knees bent, rolling all the way down and rolling all the way back up. You can do what I'm going to do and do the partial, coming back to my point of control, which is the point where either I need to keep going back or my feet need to lift. Or you can take both legs long, roll all the way down and roll all the way up. If you're rolling all the way up, remember, we don't want to do this because that's momentum, that's not core. This is a hard one to master. So practice, practice, practice. So I can actually just do this one here. So big inhale, zipping up. I'm going to rock the pelvis back and C-curve scooping. Go all the way back or to your point of control. And when you're ready, find your roll up. Okay, so there's your one. Inhale, exhale, rolling it back. Point of control or all the way back. Relax the shoulder. And rolling up. There's your 2. Inhale, exhale, rolling it back. C-curve scoop. All the way back or part way. And coming back up. There's 3. One more. Inhale, exhale, scooping, scooping, scooping. Coming back, point of control or all the way back. Relax the shoulders. And when you're ready, inhale, exhale, bringing that all the way up. From here, I'm going to roll that all the way back down. we're going to come to a hamstring stretch. Starting on the left side, take your hands behind that leg, let them travel up as high as they can go. Point and flex that foot while you're here. Maybe rolling that ankle around in one direction and then in the other. Breathe. And let's switch sides. Other side. Good. This is my right side. Taking the hands as high as they'll go. Now, if you don't have a straight leg, don't worry about that. Do what you can. And you always want to keep a little micro bend in this knee anyway. You don't want to hyperextend our joint. We're still breathing. Good. From here, I'm going to lower that foot down. We're going to go into some small leg circles here. So I'm going to start with my left leg. Your right knee can be bent, especially if you've got a back issue or something like that, or you can take it long as that doesn't hurt your back. But from here, we're going to take 8 small circles in each direction. Rolling shoulders back. Both hips stay on the floor. Good. Tiny. And we'll circle 1, 2, 3. Feel the core. 5 or 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And reverse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring that foot down. Leg can be long or slightly bent. Right leg comes up here. Small circles. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Leave that leg up there, large circle, 4 times each direction. Go 1, 2, 3, and 4. Reverse. 1. Hips stay grounded. 2, 3, and 4. Bring that foot down. Left leg up. Here we go. Large circle. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, and reverse. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job. We're going to come into rolling like a ball here. You can grab these shins or behind the legs. If you're behind the legs, careful not to swing the legs around here. Coming back up. And here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Careful not to roll in the neck. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Coming back up. Excellent. Roll that back down. Single leg stretch. So from here, knees are going to come into tabletop. Good. Arms are going to come up. I'm going to lift up. I'm going to take my left knee in, right leg long. So I'm holding here, right hand to the left knee, left hand to the left ankle. Hips stay grounded. And here we go. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Double leg stretch. Exhale, inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Good. From here, you have options to transition. You can roll up like a ball, or you can take your legs long and roll up to sitting. I'm going to do like a ball. Good. And come up to sitting. Let's take our legs nice and wide here for a nice adductor stretch. So these muscles right in here. Good. Feet are in flexion, so they're coming towards the face. You can support the backs of the knees if you're really tight back there. Don't force them into the floor. You can also sit up on said folded blanket if you need that. Zipping up, big inhale, exhale, come forward, long spine. When you can come no more, take the hands down. Breathe and expand here. Inhale. Inhale. And when you're ready, we'll walk that back up. Bring those knees back in. I'm going to turn to the side. We're going to come to spine stretch forward. Again, you can sit up on a blanket here if you're tight in your hips. That helps with the alignment. We'll come to an anterior tilt of the pelvis. The tailbone's going to come back. Hip bones are going to come forward. You can always support the backs of the knees here if you need to as well. Good. Bring those toes forward. Good. We're sitting up against that imaginary wall, zipping up. So inhale, exhale. We're peeling off that imaginary wall. So as you round forward, you've got that C-curve scoop. Ears are by the biceps. Inhale, exhale, starting from the tailbone. We're going to stack bone by bone, back up into that nice, tall seat. We're going to do this 5 more times. Inhale, exhale. Good. Good. And 3. And we're working on that spinal mobility. Up. Up. And 5. And coming back up. Good. You can relax the arm here. We're going to do spine stretch side. We're going to keep our arms out to the side here today. So as you come down, you remember shoulders, hand, hip. You want that alignment. Both hips stay grounded. So big inhale, exhale, taking that over and reach. Squeezing the low rib cage and top of the hip together and come back up. Other side, reach. And center, and here's 3, and 4. Good. From here, when you're ready, we're going to take this into stall now. So I'm going to turn so you can see that a little bit better. Good. We're going to do this 6 times, 3 to each side. So from here, inhale, exhale, I'm going to rotate. I'm going to round and reach, trying to solve the pinky toe off with my pinky finger. And come back, center and stack. Rotate, round and reach. And come back. Rotate, round and reach. And come back. Rotate, round and reach. And come back. And rotate, round and reach. And back center. And rotate, round and reach. And come back center. Great job here. Let's come onto our belly, coming into prone. So how I remember prone and supine, how I keep them up straight in my head is this mnemonic device. Not very pretty, but think about you're prone to drown when you are face down. So it rhymes, and that's what you're doing. You're face down here. So legs are going to be about hip width apart here. Hands are going to come under the shoulders. I'm going to come a little bit more forward. Rolling shoulders back, going into baby swan. We'll do this one 6 times. Inhale, exhale, taking that up. Good. Shoulders are back, no crunching in the spine, and we'll lower. Inhale, exhale for 2. And lower. Inhale, exhale for 3. And lower. Inhale, exhale for 2. Or 4, sorry. I promise I can count. Good. And coming up again. Good. And one more time. And taking that down. If you need to wiggle, wiggle, wiggle here, do so. We're going to come into a quad stretch from here. So I'm going to bend my right knee. I'm going to reach back. You can grab your pants. You can grab your foot, your ankle, whatever you can reach. Good. Lengthening here from hip to knee. So that's going to give you a little bit more lengthen. Maybe even rolling that right shoulder back here. Breathe. Good. Release this foot with control, and we'll take that to the other side. So bending left knee, reaching back, grabbing back there, pant, foot, ankle. Reach from the hip to the knee, finding that little stretchy a little bit here. You can roll the left shoulder back. Breathe. Good. And then when you're ready, we'll release with control. Setting up for single leg kick. Good. We're going to come up here, kind of almost a baby swan position, if you want to think about that. Some people like their hands clasped, some people don't. You choose what you need to do. You want to find that length. If you're not squeezing the glutes on this one when you curl or kick your foot, this is a pretty pointless exercise. This is glute work here. Shoulders back, zipping up that front body. Here we go. Starting with the right. Kick, kick, lower. Kick, kick, lower. Kick, kick, lower. Kick, kick, lower. Now, kick, point, lower. Kick, point, lower. Flex, point, lower. Flex, point, lower. Flex, point, lower. Flex, point, lower. Bringing that down. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Going into double leg kicks here. So some of you might have a this tile strap or something like that handy. If you can't bind your hands, I'm just going to let my hands just rest right here on this one, okay? Because I forgot to bring that prop in. So from here, I'm going to start with bent knees. Good. My knees are going to turn out a little bit here. My heels are going to be together, and I'm relaxing. Good. My head is going to be towards the right. So from here, I'm going to kick, kick, lift and reach. Coming back down, head goes to the other side. Kick, kick, lift and reach. Taking that down. Kick, kick, lift and reach center. And taking that down last side. Kick, kick, lift and reach. Good. Bringing that down here. We're going to come back to all fours. I'm going to bring my little knee cushion back in here. Good. So we're back at tabletop. And from here, we're going to take this into some sternum drops. So right now, I'm protracting the shoulders. I'm pressing away. Okay. So now I'm going to retract the scapula, letting the chest come to the floor, shoulders come up by the ears, and press. And drop, and press 2, drop, press 3, drop, press 4, don't forget those abs, drop, press 5, drop, press 6, drop, press 7, drop, press 8. Good. Opposite arm and leg. I'm going to start by taking the left foot back, right arm forward. Good. I'm reaching, I'm reaching. I'm breathing. We'll bring that back down. Other side. Left arm forward, right leg back. Reach, reach, reach. Take that down. Other side. And down. Here's 4. Press that shoulder away. Good. 5. Belly button is in. 6. Good. And 7. Good. And 8. Great job. From here, we're going to go into a 30-second plank from here. Knees can be down, taking hands a little bit more forward, finding a little bit more length, or you can come up high with me. So find your plank where you're going to take it. Good. Shoulders are over or slightly behind the wrist. I'm up high. I'm going to press back through the heels. I'm going to let that sternum come forward a little bit more here. Belly button in. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Take that down. Woo! Little child pose. Decompress those wrists. We're going to come back supine. Supine being on our backs here. We'll move that out of the way. All right. From here, going into single straight leg stretch. We're going to start with the right leg up. But actually, let's come up into tabletop first. Take the right leg up, left leg is long. Good. And we're going to pulse and pull here. So we're going to pulse, pulse, switch, pulse, pulse, switch. Here's 3, 4, 5, hips stay even, 6, 7, and 8. Bringing that down, hands behind the head. We're going to go into crisscross, okay? So knees in tabletop position. Big inhale, we're going to go to 10. So we're going to do 5 on each side. So big inhale, exhale, curve it up. Lead with the left shoulder, not the elbow. As I rotate to the right, left leg goes long. And switch. There's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Bringing that down. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Going into side series here. So I'm just going to roll over onto my left side because that's the side that faces the camera. And you've got a couple things you can do here. You can lie all the way down here. You can be up here on the forearm. You choose where you need to be. If you're doing forearm, you want to be lifted. You don't want to hang. And so if you're lifted, torso is also lifted. Okay. So from here, I'm going to come down. Good. Bottom leg can be straight or bent for right now. Top leg. Good. Zipping up only from the hip socket. Don't let the pelvis move. We're going to circle. We're going to circle 1. Circle 2. Squeeze those glutes as you take it back. Hand can also be here. Circle 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Reverse. 8, 7, 6, 5. Belly button is in here. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. From here, we're going to just take it into a lift. Let's turn hips, knees, and toes towards the ceiling on this lift today. Flex those feet, and we'll lift 1. Slowly pull that down. Lift 2. Slowly pull. Lift 3. Slowly pull. Lift 4. Slowly pull. Changing that up. Flex to lift. Point to lower. Flex to lift. Point to lower. Flex to lift. Point to lower. 1 more. Flex to lift. Point to lower. Good. If you need to bend that in, take it. We're going to take this into kicks here. So from here, zipping up, keeping the leg in line with the hip. We're going to pulse, pulse, and bring it back. Squeeze the glute when you bring it back. Pulse, pulse, squeeze to the back. Pulse, pulse, squeeze to the back. Pulse, pulse with flexion. Squeeze to the back with a point. Pulse, pulse, squeeze to the back. Pulse, pulse, squeeze to the back. Pulse, pulse, squeeze to the back and pause. Good. Both legs are going to come long now. Look for a long diagonal line going into bananas. So from here, this arm's going to be long in front. This arm's going to be here. I'm going to start into a little hover. I'm really reaching. Inhale, exhale, lift 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I'm going to come up here and I am just going to swing that around to the other side. Good. So set yourself up on the forearm or lying down on the arm. Good. Bottom knee can be bent for right now. We do have a stretch coming, no worries. So from here, let's start with the circles. Belly button is in. Circle 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and reverse that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good. From here, let's turn toes, knees, and hips up towards the ceiling. We'll take this into a lift, and we're going to lift and slowly pull for 1, and lift. Slowly pull 2, lift. Slowly pull 3, lift. Slowly pull 4, changing that up. Lift with the flex, point on the down. Flex up, point down, flex up, point down. One more. Flex up, point down. Good. Bring that back in for a moment. Taking that leg out. Here we go. Here's the kick. Kick, kick. Take it to the back. Squeeze that glute. Don't move the hip. Kick, kick, and press. Kick, kick, press. Kick, kick, press. Now, flex, flex, point. Flex, flex, point. Flex, flex, point. Flex, flex, point. Good. Bending those knees. Woo. Coming into those bananas. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Good. When you're ready, start into a little bit of a hover. And we'll lift it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job. Come back onto your back here. We're coming back supine. Let's stretch that out. Nice figure 4. Cross the left ankle over the right knee. For some of you, this might be it. Others, you can bring it in. Your hands can be here on a foot or a knee, or you can thread this through. Find what feels good to your body. Ooh, feels so good. So tight. Those hips earned it. They earned it. But you know what? We always deserve a stretch. Always deserve a stretch. And then from here, we'll release that. Good. We're going to take that to the other side. Right ankle over left knee. You can stay here. You can have a hand on the foot or to the knee, or you can thread this through. Noticing now which side might be your tighter or more open. Usually my left side is tighter, but today they both feel pretty tight. They're both loving the stretch today. Good. And then when you're ready, we'll release that. I'm going to roll over to my side and come to a seat. We're going to do a few rounds of seal here. So if you know what this is and you don't like seal, don't want to do seal, you can also do just, a regular rolling like a ball here. It's very similar to that. But I'm going to take my left leg, taking my left arm underneath. Good. My right arm underneath my right leg. Good. And if you don't want to roll, you can always balance. This is core work and a challenge just being here. But what we're going to do here is we're going to clap, clap, roll it back, coming back up. Clap, clap, roll it back, come back up, clap, clap. Could you clap, clap back here, and clap, clap here, and clap, clap here, And one more, clap, 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 clap. Come up and balance, balance, balance. Great job. Cross those legs, come back to all fours. So we're gonna do some push-ups here. And I'm gonna give you different options for your push-ups because different people need different things. I'm just gonna bring this back in. Good. So push-up option number one, this is the easiest one, is from all fours. Okay, we're gonna do a chesty push-up here. So you want your hands, elbows, and shoulders to kind of turn inward so that your elbows will go out to the side when you do this one. So your belly button is in. Good. This is what this push-up looks like. Okay. A little bit more challenging than that. Take your hands more forward. You're going to find a knee down plank. Notice how my body is long here. And then that might be your push-up. Hardest one, come up high if you can. Okay. Make sure this is not your plank. This is a down dog. This is a plank. Long line from shoulder to ankle. Okay. So I'm going to do knee down version today, but you do you. I'm going to count 10. I'm running out of space here, so I'm going to move back. I'm going to count 10. If one or two really good ones, though, is all you can do, stop there. Don't plow through in bad form just to get to a number. Okay. So we always operate where we are. So find your starting position. Hands, elbows, shoulders turning in. Belly button is in. Here we go. Halfway down, inhale. Exhale, push 10. Halfway, push 9. Halfway, exhale 8. Halfway, exhale 7. Halfway, exhale 6. Halfway, exhale 5. Halfway, exhale 4. Halfway, exhale 3. Halfway, exhale 2. Halfway, exhale 1. Take that back, child's pose. Excellent. Let's start to make our way back to where we started to standing. So from here, I'm going to come forward. I'm going to move my knee cushion out of the way. We're going to come to a down dog. You can take your hands a little bit more forward here, tucking toes, press in and forward into the shoulders. Good, lifting up, pressing back. If it feels good, you get a nice little stretch here, take it. Maybe bending one knee. Get a little calf stretch in there. Shoulders are back in their pockets. And then maybe the other side. Good. From here, big inhale. Exhale with knees bent or hinging from the hips. You're going to walk your hands back towards your feet. Stop the hips over the ankles. Good. Now, find that nice rooting. Downward pressure from hip to heel, starting from the tailbone. Pressing up, rounding up. Coming all the way back up to standing. Woo. Notice how that feels. Good. From here, let's take a big inhale. Exhale, taking that down. Coming back up. Let's find a nice little side stretch again. Good. And taking that to the other side. Good. Take your right arm across the body. Left arm's going to come underneath. And you can play with different angles here that you need for your optimal stretch. Not everybody's is just directly across. And when you're ready, we'll take that arm up, bend it. Good. Find a little tricep stretch here. Taking that arm out. Palm's going to face me, the camera. Now, turn it behind you, little bicep stretch. And when you're ready, good. From here, left arm comes out, crosses under the, across the body. Good. Right arm comes underneath. Find your stretch. Find the angle where you feel the maximum stretch, and it might not be the same on this side as it is on the other side. We'll release, taking that arm up, bending it, little tricep stretch. And then we'll release. That arm's going to come out, palms facing the camera right now. Good. Now turn it back. Find that little bicep stretch. From here, one more time. Big inhale. Exhale, taking that down, pressing all the way up with open, 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 little back bend, and take that down. Do your nice little posture check, zipping up ears, shoulders, hips, and ankles. Let that good posture carry you for the rest of your day. I hope you enjoyed this session, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.